Hello and welcome to Crypto Novus News, where we try to bring you top news stories of the day in the world of crypto. Today is Monday, May 3rd, 2021, and it has been a beautiful day for Ethereum. Ethereum has reached new all-time highs today and has, in the last week, definitely has had a lot of conversation about its place within the crypto market space. And there's been some interesting predictions for this week in particular. So I wanted to go ahead and hit this today before the day is ended. I'm sitting here about 11:30 in California time, 11:30 p.m. Man, I've been watching Ethereum all day long as it's been, climbing the charts. So let's go ahead and jump into the specifics. But first, I want to give a shout out to my nonprofit, Faith Finance, where our motto is live faithfully today, live abundantly tomorrow. We help people manage their personal finances using biblical principles, and it is obviously the birthplace of Crypto Novus. So we can be found at faithfinance.org if you want additional information. So what I want to first do is I want to go back a little bit and I want to look at Crypto Oracle's predictions that he did back on December 29th, 2020. And he made 16 different predictions about Ethereum. And I want to kind of read, I'm not going to read all 16 of them. You can do it yourself. This was on Yahoo Finance. For the first one, Ethereum 2.0 phase will successfully occur, which in fact it did. Ethereum will reach 2000. It's far beyond that. He talked a little bit about DeFi. Total DeFi locked will exceed $150 billion. And 2021 will be the year of DeFi, which it certainly has, which means it's also been very beneficial to Ethereum. He says layer 2 on Ethereum will explode. This is another interesting prediction. Ethereum killers will need to find a niche or they will be slaughtered. And again, I'm not going to read everything inside of this, but the point and the message is that he had done some pretty significant predictions for Ethereum. And so this is a price chart of what has happened with Ethereum today. And Ethereum is actually performing quite well and actually has kind of has broken out of the mold. Before it was kind of tracking Bitcoin. When Bitcoin would go up, Ethereum would follow it as most altcoins do, and then when it would drop, it would drop. But right now, it's not doing that because Bitcoin right now is hovering at 56,000, so it's really moving very sideways, and Ethereum is making a climb. So let's take a look at what Ethereum did today on Monday here in California, at Tuesday in the Asian part of the world. So it started today in California in the morning at basically $3,000, and it slowly climbed all the way up to a new high of basically $3,457, which occurred at about 4:30 today. Now I wanted to I didn't at that point I was made a choice not to report on this, and the reason why is because I wanted to see what it was going to do. In California, a lot of times there's a lot of activity between the hours of I've noticed between the hours of 4:30 p.m. and around 6:30 p.m. California time, and that activity can go up or down. And so I wasn't sure if this was going to continue to climb up, or in fact what it did do, and that was go down. So it peaked at 34.57, and then it wicked all the way down to 31.69. So it lost about not quite $300 in value, about 10%. But it still didn't wick down as far as where it started, and it has made an ascend back up. So it dropped below the 20 EMA, right in through here, and it came back at about 7:30, and it is back up at basically $3,300, almost $3,400 now. So this is really significant for Ethereum. It's a new all-time high, and it gives reason for what's happening in the DeFi, what's happening in the DeFi market, what has happened with NFTs, gives this reason for why Ethereum is performing as well as it is, along with some of the other things I reported in terms of the digital bonds that were done overseas, and where Ethereum was the backing for that. So Ethereum is definitely proving to be a very strong number 2 contender. To the extent that there's a CEO that basically says that Ethereum in the next 5 days should reach up to $5,000 in value. So basically what has happened with Ethereum for this year, it has gained about 367% in value from the first of the year when it started at around $700. Basically, Nigel Green, CEO and founder of DeVere Group, basically says it's Ethereum's time, and the currency is well positioned for a strong increase in the market. He goes on to say in that side of this article that he believes Ethereum is one of the main beneficiaries in the explosion of the cryptocurrency market. The boom over the recent months has been fueled by interest from institutional money, of course, which is also producing Ethereum scarcity. He says this momentum is likely to build further in the near term, and he believes that Ethereum could hit 5,000 within the next 7 days. This article was written today at this morning. So he basically thinks by the end of this week, let's give him some slack, maybe say by next Monday, that Ethereum could in fact hit $5,000. I was a little bit wrong in my prediction. Ethereum has gone up more than 321% in this year. Now, Nigel Green isn't the only one that's been talking about Ethereum. Kevin O'Leary has been talking about Ethereum, and now Kevin has made some claims that, I mean, he's an investor in it, and if Kevin O'Leary has invested because of the money that he's able to generate, he's not investing hundreds of dollars. He's probably in the hundreds of thousands of dollars into this particular coin. So he's bullish on Ethereum. He's made the claim that Bitcoin will always be number one. Says Bitcoin will always be the gold. Ethereum will always be the silver. So that's the analogy that he is putting into play with this. Kind of begs the question about where Litecoin sits, but that's for another story. So, if you're now getting interest from people like Kevin Leary or Elon Musk, and there's in this article there's further mentions of Elon Musk, then you need to really start paying attention. The thing I'm going to do later on in this week is I'm going to put together a video that really takes a look at the DeFi market. I've listened to a few different things about it and about Ethereum's place relative to that market, how large the DeFi market is, and the price predictions of where Ethereum can go, assuming that it gains a portion of that market. The numbers are really staggering from where it is at this point in time. So I think it's really worth the time to investigate and take a look at those things. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's all that I want to do for tonight. Actually, it went a little bit longer than I anticipated. What I want to close with is I want to remind you guys that the Crypto Novos Cryptionary is going to be coming out in May. I'm going to launch that in May. We're doing the final touches on the book now. This is going to be my first book in crypto. So I'm really excited. I want to have some fun with this. I want to have some fun with the community on it. So I'm kind of setting up what the launch sequence will be for this book. So I just, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to constantly be letting you guys know. Keep your eyes out for this. And for those of you that are interested in getting a tool that you can use to help you with some of the acronyms and some of the definitions within the crypto space, this book is for you. So you guys have a blessed night. I will see you in the next video.